Friends, it's Joan at 10 Pentacles Tarot, and today I'm going to review for you the Labyrinth Tarot Deck and Guidebook based on Jim Henson's very famous movie called Labyrinth. And that movie was in 1986, and it starred David Bowie and Jennifer Connelly. So if you haven't seen that, it's a classic if you want to look it up. All right, so it comes in a two-piece box, a top and a bottom. It's published by Insight Editions, who, and Insight Editions has really made their mark with tarot decks based on very popular movies and TV series as well. Art by Tomas Neo and forward by Brian Froud. Words by Minerva Siegel, and I think that's everything that's on the sides. It says, discover the secrets of the Labyrinth with this official tarot deck inspired by Jim Henson's cult classic film starring David Bowie, featuring Sarah, Jareth, Hoggle, and more as classic tarot characters in original illustrations. This deck also includes a foreword from Brian Froud, artist and production designer on the original film. All right, it says it includes a fully illustrated 78-card deck and 128-page guidebook. Again, it's published by Insight Editions. The U.S. price is $24.99. The price in Canada is $33.99. All right, so let's take a look at this. That's what the inside of the box looks like. So first, let's look at the guidebook. It looks like this on the outside. There's the door knocker. And then we have the table of contents. There is a foreword by Brian Froud, which is very interesting. Introduction. Understanding your tarot deck. And a section on the major arcana. Okay, so for each major arcana card, there is a full page picture of the artwork on the card, and then there is a description of the card, an upright meaning and a reversed meaning. Okay, and then we get all the way through. There's the devil, which is called the demon in this deck. And then we have the minor arcana. And each minor arcana card has its own page with a small picture of the art on the card and an upright meaning and a reversed meaning. All right, so that is that. And the suits are, let's see, poles, which would be wands. And then we have junk, which would be pentacles. We have feathers, which would be swords, I believe. Let's look. And then we have pots. Now, you know what? I may have gotten that all mixed up because pots may be pentacles. We'll check here in a second. Let me check for you. But here we have tarot readings, caring for your deck, preparing to read tarot. Things aren't always what they seem. That's a spread. Here's another one. You have no power over me, a 4-card spread. The door knocker's conundrum, a 4-card spread about the author and about the illustrator. And then we have the publisher information in the back. So let me double check here about the minor arcana. Let's see. Okay, here we go. So it says the suits are poles, junk, feathers, and pots. Poles would be wands. Junk would be pentacles. Feathers would be swords. and pots would be cups. Okay, so that is what I thought. So poles are wands, junk is pentacles, feathers are swords, and pots are cups. All right, well, that makes sense. All right, so that's the guidebook, and we'll do a short one-card reading at the end, so I'll be able to show you how the guidebook is written to see if that resonates with you. So let's take a look at the cards. I really like the inside of the box. It has an insert so that the cards don't slide around. Has a nice feather for pulling the cards out. The cards themselves are matte finish. You can see there's no gloss on that. And this is what the back looks like. They are, let me see. They're probably medium thickness, you know, fairly bendy, very good quality, I'd say. All right, so let's take a look at the cards one at a time. So here is the Fool, of course, that's Sarah. The Magician. The High Priestess. The Empress. The Emperor. The Hierophant, which is Hoggle. The Dancers instead of the Lovers. The Chariot. Strength. The Hermit. The Wheel of Fortune. Justice. The Hanged Man. Fate, which is death in a regular deck. Temperance. Excuse me, I'm so sorry. The Demon, which is the devil. Those are the fire demons. The Tower. The Star. The Moon. The Sun. There's Toby. Judgment. And the World. And then we have the King of Poles, which again is wands. Oops. The Queen of Poles. These are kind of a woodblock style. The Knight of Poles. The Page of Poles. The Ace of Poles. The Two of Poles. And again, these are pip cards. They are not fully illustrated in the Rider-Waite style, but they're interestingly done, I think. The Three of Poles, the Four of Poles, the Five of Poles, the Six of Poles, the Seven of Poles, my goodness, you know, they're sticking together a little bit. The Eight of Poles, the Nine of Poles, and they've got that, I call it kind of a waxy finish to them. The Ten of Poles. And then we start with the suit of junk, which is pentacles. So we've got the King of Junk. This is that little worm, I forgot his name. The Queen of Junk. The Knight of Junk. The Page of Junk. Then we have the Ace of Junk. Two of Junk. Three of Junk. Four of Junk. Five of Junk. Six of Junk. Seven of Junk. Eight of Junk. Nine of Junk. 10 of Junk. And then we have the suit of feathers, which is swords. So we have the King of Feathers, the Queen of Feathers, the Knight of Feathers, the Page of Feathers, And here is the ace of feathers, 2 of feathers, 3 of feathers, 4 of feathers. And the fact that feathers or swords makes total sense, since swords are the suit of air, and feathers and air go very well together. The 5 of feathers, the 6 of feathers, the 7 of feathers, the 8 of feathers, the 9 of feathers, the 10 of feathers, the king, and then we have the suit of pots, which are cups. Okay, and that totally makes sense. The king of pots, the queen of pots, the knight of pots, the page of pots, and then we have the ace of pots, 2 of pots, the 3 of pots, the 4 of pots, the 5 of pots, the 6 of pots, the 7 of pots, the 8 of pots, the 9 of pots, and the 10 of pots. So that's the card. So let's see how they shuffle. These type of cards tend to, for me, stick together a little bit. So let's see if that's the case when they shuffle. Okay, let's try that again. Let's see. Okay, well, I am going to chalk that failed riffle shuffle to user error. All right, so let's shuffle. Let's see, what does the universe want to tell us right now with these cards? And we'll see, well, I'll read you what the book says. That way you can tell if it is written in a way that resonates with you. And these kind of cards do seem like they don't shuffle as easily or as smoothly as, for me, as the shiny cards do. I know a lot of people really love the matte finish. I'm partial to glossy, but of course that's not a deal breaker. All right, so what does the universe want to tell us today? What does the universe want to bring to the viewer's attention today? What does the universe want to bring today to the viewer's attention? Okay, so that, again, I picked that up, and that is 3 cards stuck together. Okay, so we're just going to take the top one, and it's going to be the Ace of Junk reversed. So that's what it looks like upright. This is what it looks like reversed, and it looks like, I just love those stripes inside the box. They look really cool. All right, so here is, oh, and I didn't notice this. Look, on the sides, it's like a maze or a labyrinth. I don't know if you can see the design on that. Neat. All right, so let's see what the meaning of the Ace of Junk is reversed. Okay. So Ace of Junk reversed, it says, if you find yourself presented with an opportunity that seems too good to be true, examine it carefully. Avoid getting so caught up in the potential that you fail to understand the risks. Make sure you understand offers fully and don't be afraid to decline any that don't feel right for you. So that is the reverse meaning for the Ace of Junk. All right, so if you get any good offers or opportunities, look into them carefully. If it's too good to be true, if it seems too good to be true, it probably is. So there you go. That is my review of the Labyrinth Tarot based on Jim Henson's movie Labyrinth, and published by Insight Editions. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. I'd love to hear what your opinion about this deck is. If you saw the movie, if you enjoyed it, let me know. And if you would, please consider subscribing to my channel. It's completely free. And if you hit the notification bell, you'll be notified every time a new video drops. I've got a 10 series, a 10 lessons free series on reading tarot for beginners. If you'd be interested in that, there's a lot of other things too that you might be interested. So check that out. So I thank you for joining me. I appreciate you more than you'll ever know. I hope you have a wonderful morning, afternoon, or evening, whatever it is where you are. And I hope to see you again soon. Bye-bye.